From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Tuesday morning. It was a beautiful day yesterday, and we'll have more of the same for today. Much more sunshine for today, though, I might add. Now, there are some small shower chances in the mix for tomorrow. Forecast going to stay mostly dry. The winds coming back for Friday and Saturday, and the highs much more steady this week as they'll stay in the 70s and 80s. Okay, wind gusts out there this morning, not really doing anything of note. Now on the temperatures, it is on the milder side. Once again, 49 for the Tri-Cities, 50 for Walla Walla, 49 in Yakima. Take you back to the Tri-Cities. Your coat cast for this Tuesday, just light jacket stuff up through 9 a.m., 10 a.m. After that, it's going to be all t-shirt weather as we will end up in the 80s with plenty of sunshine this time. Yesterday, there were more clouds up in the skies in the Tri-Cities, but pretty much nothing but sunshine for today. So a gorgeous day. More of this on tap, but there are some small shower chances for tomorrow that we'll talk about coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, Kennewick police arrest a man who they say ignored a court order and hid from officers. What happened during a tense standoff on 4th Avenue. Plus, the trial date between the families of 4 murdered students at the University of Idaho and Washington State University is now set. Why the families say the university played a role in the tragedy. And Walla Walla Public Schools finds a way to slash transportation costs. How a new solar array will power the district's electric bus fleet and save taxpayer money.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Thank you so much for choosing Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. Your time is 5:02. A Kennewick man is under arrest after officials say he violated a court order and hid from police. It started just after 10 o'clock Monday morning at a home off of 4th Avenue. The home's landlord claims the man, who he says he has a restraining order against, entered the area. And when police got to the scene, they say the man ran inside and wouldn't come out.
Due to the call and the circumstances surrounding it, we requested other resources to eventually take the male into custody with the use of a search warrant.
Kennewick police say the man is in custody for violating the order as well as obstructing and resisting arrest. New this morning, a trial date is now set for the families of the University of Idaho students who were murdered at a home in 2022. But they will have to wait quite a while before the case is heard. The families of Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogen, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle are suing Washington State University. The 4 students were murdered by WSU criminology student Brian Kohberger. In the lawsuit, the families say WSU should have done more to act on complaints about Kohberger. According to court documents, WSU received 13 formal complaints of discriminatory, harassing, or stalking type behavior. They are suing for negligence and wrongful death. The court date is set for September 13th of 2027 and is expected to last about 20 days. The families and WSU said they do not plan to engage in any alternate dispute resolution. The Pasco Fire Department knocked down an RV fire early Monday morning. Take a look at your screen here. The call for help came in just before 2 a.m. on Gray Avenue. After the fire was out, firefighters searched the RV, which was being used as a home. They say no one was inside. The cause remains under investigation, but fire officials say RV fires are fairly common and often include electrical issues.
We really would recommend that you utilize the RV's primary electrical system as it's intended and plugged into a normal RV outlet. We really do not recommend using extension cords.
Deputy Chief Harkins also wants to remind RV owners to properly maintain propane systems and shut them off when unattended.
All right, everybody, let's do this. Woo!
Washington State is taking new steps to support women experiencing menopause in the workplace. Governor Bob Ferguson signed an executive order, as you see here, directing state agencies to expand support and accommodations for employees going through menopause and perimenopause. The order calls for new guidance and training for employers, including options like flexible work policies and improved workplace comfort measures.
And today's executive order builds on that same principle. Menopause is a natural stage of life that millions of women experience, yet it has remained largely invisible in workplace policy and practice.
In my early 40s, I experienced heavy periods to the point where I couldn't leave my home.
State officials say the goal is to keep experienced workers in the labor force by reducing barriers that can impact health and job performance. Kennewick City leaders say replacing the aging Kenneth Surrier Memorial Pool is becoming a top priority. Officials say the project is now a key part of the city's long-term civic center planning efforts, which also include a new city hall and fire station. Early design work is underway with city leaders exploring options, including a covered pool and potential partnerships with the Kennewick School District.
We know the Kenneth Surrier Pool needs to be redone. It's aged out of its useful life. So we are looking at where that should be located on the master plan.
City officials say they hope to use reserve funding to help move the pool project forward, while bonding would likely be needed for other major capital projects across the city. Walla Walla Public Schools is receiving state funding to help power its electric bus fleet with solar energy. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with district officials about how the project could lower costs and support long-term operations.
Walla Walla Public Schools was recently awarded more than $600,000 through the Washington State Department of Commerce Clean Energy Grant Program, partially funded through the Climate Commitment Act. The funding will allow the district to install a new solar array system at the Southeast Washington Transportation Cooperative, helping supply power to the district's existing electric bus charging infrastructure.
Last summer, we expanded our fleet to 18. So just about half of our fleet is electric.
District officials say much of that growth came after receiving previous funding to transition part of the district's diesel fleet to electric. While district leaders say the move supports cleaner transportation options.
We do save approximately 1/3 to a half of our operation costs from diesel to electric. So that's definitely advantageous. And then also diesel buses have a lot of different components, filters and all these things that need constant replacement and maintenance. Moving to electric, those buses don't need those pieces.
District officials said the new solar array will be installed on top of the transportation facility's existing bus shelter and will feed power into the current charging system used for the district's electric fleet. Leaders say the facility was originally designed with the possibility of adding solar.
It was designed to potentially put solar panels on it at some point. So that was part of the plan. And like I said, really trying to drive down our operational costs is important to us. You can see a lot of districts across the state are really struggling with finances, and we are not immune to that.
Jeffrey says the installation has not yet started, but the district hopes to begin working during summer break.
So we I always try to capitalize on summer. The buses aren't as busy in the summer. We do have things going on, but there's not as much traffic moving in and out of the bus barn.
Walla Walla Public Schools says the project is designed to help lower long-term costs while continuing to invest in cleaner transportation options for students. In Walla Walla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
District officials say installation of the solar panels is expected to be complete before the start of the next school year. The Yakima Police Department is celebrating several officers at its annual awards ceremony. Take a look here. The event honors outstanding departmental and community achievements. A major highlight of the event was Officer Mark McKinney and K9 ASCO being awarded the Medal of Honor for their courage and dedication. This year's Officer of the Year was given to Detective Eric Horbatko. Yakima Mayor Matt Brown was in attendance, along with Yakima City Manager Vicki Baker.
Congratulations to each of the awardees.
The first one is to our homicide detectives who are killing it, which is kind of a funny way to put that, because they have a solve rate, and that includes our forensic team, our cold case folks who are helping them. I think they got 80% last year, which is just unheard of. We also want to take a moment to remember those who have served before us and are no longer with us.
A number of officers were awarded for the Life Saving Award. Community Service Officer of the Year went to Nikki Sandino, and Rookie of the Year was given to Officer Ireneo Hernandez. Still ahead, new hope and new challenges in the Laos Cave rescue. Divers search for 2 men still trapped after flash floods blocked their exit nearly 2 weeks ago. We have the very latest here, and as you're waking up, it is a beautiful start to the day out here in Yakima. Take a look at this live look. Gorgeous skies out there this morning, but how long will they remain? Are any rain chances on the way? Josh is coming back to talk about that after the break.
The perfect song for Carl's Jr. Sourdough Star. Get it for just $5.99. So repeat after us. The real Sourdough Star. Just $5.99, only at Carl's Jr.
It's new member month at ICCU, which means from now until June 30th, you'll get up to $250 when you open a new membership with checking. It's easy to join, like on video chat with your morning coffee. Now that's a perk. Or online in just a few clicks. And you can always stop by a branch and join there too. It pays to be new. Learn more at iccu.com/new member month. ICCU. Life's greener here.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Hi, this is Garrett Miles with Resolve Home Buyers, and I get asked all the time, will you guys buy anything? In pre-foreclosure, need cash quick, empty, neglected, something okay that's been inherited, or even a commercial property? What about in good shape that just needs to be sold quickly? Well, guess what? Resolve Home Buyers pays cash for all of these. We want your unwanted properties, we pay all the commissions, and we make it super easy. Our goal is to make this a huge win for your family. Give us a call, let's see if it's a huge win for you. Give us a call, 509-599-1022.
The perfect song for Carl's Jr. Sourdough Star. Get it for just $5.99. So repeat after us. The real Sourdough Star. Just $5.99, only at Carl's Jr.
This is what everyone's talking about.
And the slam!
This is Winner Take All. It's all happening now on the home of the NBA Finals. Knicks, Spurs, Game 1 on ABC and the ESPN app.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our high temperature is going to fluctuate between the 70s and 80s over the next 7 days. So for today, we'll end up in the 80s. It's going to be around 75 by lunchtime in the Yakima Valley, and then up into the 80s for the warmest part of the day. So for this Tuesday, our highs are going to be at 84 for the Tri-Cities, 84 for Hermiston, 82 in Yakima. Will be closer to 80 degrees for the Bluefoot Hills and for the Kittitas Valley. Lots of sunshine for today. Just a gorgeous day, so get out there and enjoy it if you have the opportunity to do so. Okay, we will trend cooler as we head into the weekend. By Saturday, going to have a hard time making it out of the 60s in the Yakima Valley. So this is going to be about 10 degrees cooler than normal, but back up to around 80, so right back where we started by the time we get to the beginning of next week. So all in all, pretty normal stuff. The UV index is now in the very high category. With all that sunshine for today, it's been in the just straight up high category, now moving into the very high category on a scale from 1 to 11. It's going to be an 8. That means that your skin could burn within 15 minutes. So the sunscreen messaging remains the same. Be sure that it's SPF 30 at least, that you're reapplying at least every 2 hours. Okay, then the pollen counts still in that medium-high category over the next 5 days. The top allergens continue to be grasses, nettle, and alder. If that applies to you, have the allergy meds on standby. Now, we might get some relief from the pollen in the form of some very small rain chances for tomorrow, which we'll time out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Rescuers in Laos are racing against time to find 2 men trapped in a flooded cave system. As Reed Binion reports, they've shifted their efforts to a search of the dense jungle in hopes of finding another way in.
Hi, I'm Josh Richards. I am here at the mine site in Laos.
Rescue diver Josh Richards giving an update amid ongoing efforts to find 2 men trapped in a flooded cave network in the Southeast Asian nation of Laos for almost 2 weeks.
We've heard the request that we need diver support.
It's believed the men entered the cave on May 20th, just before heavy rain caused flash flooding, blocking their exit. 5 others escaped the cave's narrow tunnels after long and intense rescue efforts by international experts.
Having a map from the miners who were rescued yesterday, we now know that there's a passage beyond.
Over the past 2 days, there was new hope in the search for the 2 men still missing, after rescuers reported hearing what was described as a possible knocking response deep inside the cave network, and the discovery of a vertical shaft rescuers hoped would lead to a chamber where they'd find the men. The early reports of response sounds came as rescuers rappelled down the newly discovered shaft, but Richards later dismissed that description.
There has been a lot of reporting saying, oh, we heard knocking. That is absolutely not the case. It's definitely something unusual that I couldn't identify. Now, that could have been bats. That could have been the wind.
Richards also said the shaft was full of rockfall and landslide, and they couldn't identify any way down it. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Rescue teams say they'll continue searching the jungle area, hoping to find an alternative entrance before more rain arrives. Your time is 5:17 here on your Tuesday morning. Here's a live look out to Yakima as you get your day started. Josh, coming back to time out when you might be able to expect some rain chances in your area. Keep it locked right here.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary seafood buffet every Thursday, including our amazing salad bar. All you can eat for only $49. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces. Big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. And after that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
This summer, turn moments into lifelong memories with Broadmoor RV. Feel the thrill of adventure and the warmth of togetherness. Explore the great outdoors with the comfort of home and let every adventure become a story worth sharing. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. This is going to be a mostly dry forecast, but there will be some low-end chances of rainfall as we head into tomorrow. It's because of this storm system that looks quite ferocious off in the Pacific right now, but just know it's going to peter out the closer and closer it gets to us as it starts to interact with some more dry air and this high pressure. So, okay, let's put all this into motion with Futurecast satellite and radar. For today, we'll keep it dry. In fact, plenty of sunshine out there, but as we head into tomorrow morning, starting to get a few showers on the map up in the Cascades. This is 5 a.m. for tomorrow. By 8 a.m., looks like this is a little bit more widespread. And as we head into lunchtime into the afternoon, you see some of that kind of splatter paint action going on. Now, as we head into the evening for tomorrow, looking much drier as we eventually transition into Thursday. The rainfall totals, it's not even really worth showing the rainfall accumulation map from this. We don't think we're going to pick up that much at all, but to track the hourly and the day-by-day precip chances and the interactive radar, that's all going to come in handy for tomorrow. But you can all do all that for your exact home address location with our Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, which you can download for free in the App Store or on Google Play. After tomorrow, the forecast going completely dry once again for the Tri-Cities. There is another storm system as we head into this weekend. Looks like, you know, if we introduce like a 10 to 20% chance of rain on Saturday in Yakima and the Tri-Cities, wouldn't be too shocking. But with that storm system, some decent rainfall totals up in the Cascades. Okay, something else that we're tracking with that storm system in particular, more rounds of winds. One into Friday, one into Saturday. So for Friday, gusts between, say, 20 to 40 miles per hour across the map. The vegetation will be very dry, level 3 out of 5 on our scale. And then for Saturday, once again, gusts kind of in that same territory. The vegetation, once again, is going to be very dry. So for both Friday and Saturday, we could see vegetation fires sparking up across the map. Now, it's not going to be dry or windy enough to go with alert days proper, but we're keeping a close eye on things. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, 80s through Friday, then back down into the low to mid 70s this weekend. In Yakima, small chances for showers on Wednesday, looking dry for the rest of the forecast. In Ellensburg, a stretch of windy weather from Wednesday through Saturday and chances for showers and storms on both Wednesday and Saturday. In Hermiston, a dry forecast with highs in the 70s and 80s, tracking a stretch of winds Thursday through Saturday. And then for Walla Walla, a pleasant late spring forecast with lots of sunshine, highs mostly in the 70s and 80s, although dropping down to 69 by Saturday.
Overall, no complaints over here, I don't think. That's looking pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it. I wish we had a little bit more rain, or at least the days that we're getting rain, I wish we got more rainfall on those days, but otherwise I can't complain too much.
All right, Josh. Well, thanks so much. Still ahead, the 5th installment of Toy Story is getting some serious superstar pop treatment when the new song will drop. Plus, another star returns to the directing chair. Your entertainment headlines up next.
Injured in a car crash, the insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
At Fred's Appliance, we are veteran-founded and family-owned locally since 1962. Come check out what's in stock and on sale this Memorial Day. Upgrade your laundry with reliable, energy-efficient options like this Whirlpool laundry pair. Save $340. At Fred's, our Get It Today inventory and 30-day lowest price guarantee make us the most convenient choice. We're local, like you.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Around here, we see a lot of people head out. Some are heading somewhere familiar. Some are just beginning. And some are figuring it out as they go. Before any of that, we just make sure they're ready. Before you hit the road, get a pre-trip safety check at Les Schwab Tires. It's free. Our greatest story is yours.
If we can't guarantee it, we won't sell it.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222.
A music superstar just confirmed her long-rumored connection to a huge movie franchise.
Yeah, Davey Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
It's official. Taylor Swift has written an original song for Toy Story 5. I Knew It, I Knew You will drop Friday ahead of the film's debut June 19th. Taylor said on Instagram, I've always dreamed of getting to write for these characters who I've adored since I was a 5-year-old kid watching the first Toy Story movie. Anna Kendrick is returning to the director's chair. She'll take the helm of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, based on the novel by Daisy Jones and the Six author Taylor Jenkins Reid. Kendrick made her directorial debut with 2024's Woman of the Hour. Here's a perfect family outing. The new edition of Cat Video Fest is headed to theaters for a limited run beginning August 6th. A portion of ticket proceeds benefits local cat-focused charities, animal welfare groups, and shelters. Check locations and showtimes at catvideofest.com. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Can't get enough cat videos, right? The hilarious things they do. And a cat fan, Taylor Swift. I can't believe she's doing a song for Toy Story.
I know, it's going to be a little weird. I was thinking about it. I was like, well, I feel like no one should do the Toy Story soundtrack other than Randy Newman. But Sarah McLachlan, she had a song in Toy Story 2. So I guess we can bend the rules a little bit, especially for Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see what she comes up with, because that's not exactly the style that I picture when I picture Taylor Swift. So
no, that'll be an interesting mix.
I can't wait to hear it. All right, your time is 5:28. Still ahead, 2 people walk away after their airplane flips upon landing at the Tri-Cities airport. We hear from the fire department on one of the things they look for in emergencies like this. And MultiCare reaches a deal, but now they have a new one to make. The extension timeline they gave for the latest negotiations. All that and more coming up, but first, your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple is making it easier to split the bill. Bloomberg says the company is launching a new feature that'll let you take a picture of your restaurant check, assign items to different people, and send out payment requests. It's expected to be part of the next Apple Cash update. Next, AI company Anthropic is set to go public. The San Francisco-based firm has filed for what is expected to be a very lucrative IPO. Company behind the chatbot Claude is expected to be among 3 high-profile businesses to go public this year, including SpaceX and OpenAI. And some details on Sony's new gaming hardware. The FlexStrike Fight Stick will be available starting in August for $200. Also, Sony's new 27-inch PlayStation branded gaming monitor will launch later that same month for $350. A pair of sneakers is expected later this year. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Hannah Battelle. Have a great day.
What if I told you could get a brand new metal roof and save 50% off the installation? Our metal roofs are tested to withstand winds up to 120 miles per hour. While hail and heavy snow can destroy traditional shingles, with an Erie Home metal roof, it's no problem. And if you call now, get up to 50% off installation. Protect what matters most with a new metal roof from Erie Home. Schedule your free estimate today. Call 1-866-770-ERIE or visit eriehome.com.
When you need longer-lasting body pain relief, try Aleve. Just one dose of Aleve provides pain relief for up to 12 hours from all types of body pain. Aleve, longer-lasting body pain relief.
Oh, what is that musty smell?
Oh, damp.
Damp. Oh, damp.
Hey, language.
Damprid traps excess moisture to eliminate musty smells. Get rid of the damp with Damprid.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning to you. Time to start your Tuesday here at 5:30 on Good Morning Northwest. Thank you for joining us. I'm Wendy Redman. Let's get your day started off with Josh Colbreth standing by with more on your weather conditions out there, Josh. And you were just saying you do have some rain chances on the way, but you kind of wish they were more.
They're pretty small rain chances, and the rain that we're going to be able to squeeze out of this round is not going to be all that much. Now, there's another round into this weekend. Looks like the Cascades could pick up around a ½ inch of rainfall, so woohoo for that. But small shower chances for Wednesday for lower elevations. Another round of winds going to impact us Friday and Saturday. High temperatures kind of fluctuating between the 70s and 80s over the next 7 days. Wind gusts not a factor for this morning. It is mild, 49 for the Tri-Cities, 49 in Yakima, 45 in Ellensburg. So you'd need a very light jacket as you're headed out the front door for this morning. Speaking of, here's your coat cast for this Tuesday for the Yakima Valley. I'm thinking by 9:30, 10 a.m. after that, it's going to be all t-shirt weather. As for today, we'll end up in the low to mid 80s in Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine, a beautiful Tuesday. Get out there and enjoy it if you can. We'll have similar temperatures throughout this week. Some minor fluctuations that we'll talk about coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 2 people are okay after their plane flipped over after landing on the runway at the Tri-Cities Airport. Airport officials say the Cessna touched down but flipped and slid on its roof before coming to a stop. Fire officials fresh from airport training say this crash had no fuel leaks, helping the scene stay fire-free.
Just due to the nature of aircraft fuel, that's one of our first concerns, obviously, and in this case, our ARF truck arrived expecting that. We always do, and they arrived with no fire visible and no fuel leak.
What caused the plane to flip during the weekend remains under investigation. The MultiCare Yakima Memorial Hospital is working to strike a new deal with 2 of the largest insurance companies in the area. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us what the contracts mean and what could happen if a deal is not made.
Less than a month after its current agreement expired, officials say that patients can continue using Regence Blue Shield insurance plans at the MultiCare Yakima Memorial Hospital.
We are pleased to continue our partnership so that we can deliver high quality care. The previous agreement expired on May 10th, and we're happy to note that all those visits will be treated as in-network since that time.
Regence is one of the Yakima Valley's most prominent commercial insurers, but the hospital is still working to sign a new contract with another major company, Premera Blue Cross. The 2 groups are extending their current contract until June 30th in order to make sure that patients aren't affected as negotiations continue. Both parties say that they hope to get a deal done as soon as possible. In an email sent to Apple Valley News Now, a spokesperson from Premera says there are still real differences for the 2 sides to work through, but the extension provides more time and space to continue negotiating and work towards an agreement.
So whatever agreement we reach, we know it will need to be a strong contract so that we can continue to provide high quality care and expand services in the region to all of our patients.
These contracts are key to reducing care costs for patients. Healthcare and insurance companies need to have contracts in order for patients to use their plans. MultiCare says that it's too early to tell if it will be able to reach a deal with Premera before the extension is up. I'm also told that it's too early to tell if the 2 sides will agree on another extension if needed. Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Regence adds its deal with MultiCare has been verbally agreed upon, and the 2 parties are working to finalize it in writing. The city of Richland is expanding access to life-saving equipment. The goal isn't just to add its 7th AED location, but to empower everyday people to act before first responders arrive. A new AED save station has been installed and unveiled at Badger Mountain Community Park, one of the city's busiest recreation areas. Richland Fire and EMS say sudden cardiac arrest can happen anywhere, and survival rates drop dramatically with every minute that passes without CPR or defibrillation.
For every minute that goes by that CPR is not performed and an AED isn't used, your chance of survival goes down 10%. So statistically, after 10 minutes, you would have a 0% chance of survival.
The station is available around the clock and designed to be used by anyone, even without medical training. It was a big day of community support in Richland as hundreds came together for the annual Great Strides Walk and Run benefiting cystic fibrosis research.
At one point, I was taking 6 medications a day, and I was doing respiratory therapy twice a day.
19 teams and more than 170 participants took part in the event at Howard Amon Park during the weekend. Organizers say the fundraiser brought in more than $60,000 to support research and care for people living with cystic fibrosis. Attendees living with the rare genetic disease say events like Great Strides have helped drive major medical advances, turning what was once a childhood diagnosis with a short life expectancy into a condition many people now manage well into adulthood.
Honestly, it doesn't even feel like I have cystic fibrosis because all I do is take Trikafta and enzymes before I eat, and I can do anything. Like, I play sports.
So when I was 1 month old, I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. And ever since, I have been living with it, and I have been working hard trying to push through everything that comes through my way.
Our very own Austin Reed served as co-MC for the event. Apple Valley News Now was also a proud sponsor and hosted a walk team. Still ahead, bucket list racing hits the water with a new driver and refreshed boat. The team prepares for what could be the most competitive water follies yet. You won't want to miss that story. And here is a live lookout to Ellensburg this morning. You won't want to miss your weather forecast either. Josh is coming back to talk about just how warm we're going to get today and over the next few days. Keep it here.
This is what everyone's talking about.
And the slam!
This is Winner Take All. It's all happening now on the home of the NBA Finals. Knicks, Spurs, Game 1, ABC and the ESPN app.
You don't need to drop a ton of cash to make your home look like $1 million. You just need to hit up the extended Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row. Shop top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Borkhold or Amish, and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Score doorbuster deals before they're gone. And with 60 months no interest, it's easy to refresh any or every room in your home. Amazing selection, quality designs, stylish looks. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Get ready, Yakima! Sprint Boat Racing returns to State Fair Park on June 13th and 14th for a weekend full of heart-pounding excitement, presented by Pendleton Excavating and Paving. Don't miss these 1,500 horsepower jet boats race against the clock through a twisted water course at 80 miles per hour. Get your general admission or VIP experience tickets along with pit passes now at the State Fair Park box office or online at statefairpark.org.
Spring is here and everything's in bloom at Queensgate Gardens. Bright flowering hanging baskets, fresh color, and garden-ready plants are waiting for you. Swing by in Richland and make your space pop. Queensgate Gardens, your spring starts here.
He was considered the spiciest player in the game, but the world couldn't handle it.
So I took all that spice and made the Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a sriracha curly fry burger or buffalo chicken tater melt. It's like a good kick in the mouth.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a Triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Now at McDonald's, get more value on whatever you're getting next when you order from the under $3 menu.
This is what everyone's talking about.
And the slam!
This is winner take all. It's all happening now on the home of the NBA Finals. Knicks, Spurs, Game 1, ABC and the ESPN app.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Remember, last week we had highs in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. This week, mostly just in the 70s and 80s. Here is your Tuesday forecast for the Tri-Cities. Going to be around sunny and 75 for lunchtime, and then up into the mid-80s for the warmest part of the day. A beautiful day out there. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this Tuesday forecast. We start off up in the Cascades, where highs are going to be in the 70s. Then in the Kittitas Valley, up around 80 degrees in Ellensburg. And the Yakima Valley will be in the low to mid-80s, 82 for Yakima, 84 in Sunnyside. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, also mostly looking at low to mid-80s. Could have some upper 70s down towards Boardman, but 84 for the Tri-Cities, 84 for Benton City. Then for the Blue Foothills, low to mid-80s as well. 81 for Walla Walla, 83 for Milton Freewater, 80 for Heppner. And finally, for the Blue Mountains, we're looking at 60s and 70s, just kind of depending on your elevation, but almost touching 80 there in Ukiah. Okay, over the next 7 days, our temperatures are going to go down. Then they're going to go back up, but not the big roller coaster action that we had just last week. Our coolest day is going to be Saturday, low 70s in the Tri-Cities. That's going to be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year, but then we're going to end up right back where we started by the time we get to the beginning of next week. Okay, in the meantime, very low in chances for rainfall for tomorrow, which will time out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Let's talk sports now. Hydroplanes took to the Columbia River this past weekend for spring testing ahead of the annual Water Follies. Apple Valley News Now's Jay Gable highlights one of the drivers looking to make their mark.
The 61st annual Tri-City Water Follies is approaching, with races beginning in late July. Spring testing for the races just took place this past weekend. For some, this is a newer experience. Just ask bucket list racing driver Dylan Runny, who has raced on the Columbia River just once before.
Last time I raced out here was in 2023. I was driving for Miss Madison and the Home Street boat.
Others in the field have just a little bit more experience than him. For instance, Dave Vilwalk has the most wins in the over century-long history of hydroplane racing. He's been racing for longer than Runny has been alive. Runny joined the Bucket List Racing team this year and is looking forward to racing on the Columbia again.
This is a super fast course here in Tri-Cities, so really enjoyable from a driver's perspective, but also just great fans out here. So really enjoyed the engagement and everyone cheers on the shoreline here. But just great competition. You know, this year is going to be a ton of boats, great competition, fast course, so it should make for a good show.
The boat and race team took last year off, making testing out the waters extra important as they fine-tuned the boat to get ready for competition.
New driver, new team, refreshed boat, so we're going to be really shaking things down, starting to get comfortable here as a new team, and start to see what the boat's capable of as we go into the season.
Race teams have about a month to prepare for the season, which will start off in Madison, Indiana on 4th of July weekend. Reporting in Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Race testing took place all day on Saturday, and as for the Tri-Cities, fans will have to wait until the Water Follies take place from July 24th through July 26th. Still ahead on Good Morning Northwest, we have everything you need to know in your morning sprint to get your day started, and everything you need to know with your weather as well. Here's a live look out to beautiful Richland this morning. But are any rain showers on the way? Find out with Josh when we return.
Dust Devils baseball is fun.
Thursday, June 4th, the first 500 fans receiving a Vigneto soccer scarf. It's also Family Feast Night thanks to Amazon. Friday, June 5th is a post-game fireworks show thanks to Granite Construction. And another Family Feast thanks to Genuine Homes. Then on Saturday, June 6th, don't miss your chance to meet Marshall and Chase from Paw Patrol thanks to Benton Franklin Health District.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
Behold, the DQ $7 meal deal with $2 Blizzard upgrade. Proof that saving big doesn't have to mean eating small. Full-sized foods, fully flavorful. It's fulfillment that tastes like fulfillment. Try it with the limited time drumstick with peanuts Blizzard and really let your full flag fly. The $7 meal deal. DQ, happy tastes good.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
At Warrior Sisterhood, Christy makes sure no one fights alone. Her survivor spirit is helping other women find their magic.
The magic is when they get together and they're having those conversations, things that they don't want to talk about with their families or friends because it's tough. That's kind of where the magic is.
To honor her dedication, STCU and Apple Valley News Now are awarding Christy $1,000 for Warrior Sisterhood.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Dear First Place, experts agree Toyota value can't be beat. Drivers agree Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota. Toyota has more Best Buy awards than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There are some low-end chances for rainfall for tomorrow. We'll time it out with Futurecast in just a second, but it's because of this storm system that's off in the Pacific that is very impressive on satellite and radar right now. You would think that we would have some much bigger impacts from this, but we have this area of high pressure right now. You see both storm systems are trying to budge in to our neck of the woods, but it is the high pressure that's keeping us safe for now. So we'll put all this into motion with Futurecast for today. Going to see plenty of sunshine out there. It's going to be a beautiful day, but by the time we get into tomorrow morning, this is 5 in the morning, starting to see some of those showers up along the Cascades. By 8, this is a little bit more widespread. It's looking like midday is probably going to be the wettest time frame. Then as we head into the afternoon, this is starting to skirt off towards our north and east, and then as we head into Thursday, going to be dry once again. So the rainfall totals from this round not looking that impressive at all. But if you want to see hour by hour precip chances, especially on a day like tomorrow where it's, Futurecast kind of looks like splatter paint. You might have to dodge a shower or two. You can track that with the interactive radar feature. So the app, the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, going to come in very handy for tomorrow. Okay, our forecast is going to go dry after this, at least for lower elevations. Thursday and beyond looking dry, but there is another storm system as we head into this weekend that could provide around maybe another ½ an inch of rainfall for the Cascades, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in the context of fire season, it makes all the difference, especially with another round of winds that slated for Friday and Saturday. First for Friday, gusts across the map between 20 to 40 miles per hour, and the vegetation will be very dry, level 3 out of 5. Then for for Saturday, the wind gusts in essence the same as Friday, maybe just a touch calmer, and the vegetation is still going to be in the same spot. If it was windier, if it was going to be a little bit more dry, we would perhaps go with alert days. We're not going to do that, but just know that we could see vegetation fires sparking up across the map on both Friday and Saturday. So exercise all those fire P's and Q's. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. 80s through Friday, then back down into the low to mid 70s this weekend. In Yakima, small chances for showers on Wednesday, looking dry for the rest of the forecast. And then in Ellensburg, a stretch of windy weather from Wednesday through Saturday, and chances for showers and storms on both Wednesday and Saturday. In Hermiston, a dry forecast with highs in the 70s and 80s, tracking a stretch of winds Thursday through Saturday. And then for Walla Walla, a pleasant late spring forecast with lots of sunshine, highs mostly in the 70s and 80s.
Now, the morning sprint.
And we begin your sprint with the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. MultiCare Yakima Memorial Hospital says it's working on a new contract with Premera, one of the largest commercial insurers in the Yakima Valley. Negotiations come as MultiCare finalized a new agreement with Regence, another major insurer in the area. The hospital says it extended the current contract with Premera until the end of June. A trial date is now set for the families of the University of Idaho students who were murdered in 2022, but they will have to wait a while. The families of Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogen, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle are suing Washington State University. They say the school should have acted on about 13 formal complaints about Brian Kohberger before he killed their children. The date is set for September 13th of 2027. If you frequent Richland's Badger Mountain Community Park, there is life-saving equipment now nearby. A new AED save station has been installed at one of the city's busiest recreation areas. Richland Fire and EMS say sudden cardiac arrest can happen anywhere, and survival rates drop dramatically with every minute that passes without CPR or defibrillation. The station is available around the clock and is designed to be used by anyone, even without medical training. Happening this morning, the Cadillac Clinic Candy Mountain Primary Care is set to open at 10 a.m., giving people an opportunity for much-needed primary care services in West Richland. There will be several speakers from Providence, as well as with the construction company and those who had a hand in planning the project. The new location is 4100 Keene Road. Also happening during the next 2 days, Richland Fire will be doing water hydrant testing as the city updates its water system plan. So if you see city water crews and others around hydrants with water flowing, they say you don't need to worry about it. Crews will hit up more than 30 locations between 6:30 and 4 o'clock today and tomorrow. If you see them out there, tell your kids the crews will be using what's called a hose monster, which measures water flow and system performance. There may be some temporary issues with water pressure while the testing is taking place, but each hydrant testing is only about 5 minutes. In your national headlines this morning, the Trump administration says it will comply with a court ruling to pause a controversial $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. A federal judge in Virginia halted the fund last week, barring the Justice Department from allocating any money. The DOJ said it strongly disagrees with the decision, but will abide by the ruling. Critics, including some Republicans, have labeled it a slush fund to pay out President Trump's allies. Former FBI agents have banded together to form their own support group, many of whom were fired under Director Kash Patel for what he calls bias against the current Trump administration. The FBI Support Network will serve to offer tangible assistance to former and current agents. Examples of this assistance could include free legal representation, mental health services, and help with finding jobs for those who want to leave the FBI. The group is a part of Justice Connection, which is offering similar assistance for Justice Department employees. In your business headlines this morning, NVIDIA is looking to bring artificial intelligence closer closer to home. The company says it has developed a new chip called RTX Spark to power some AI-ready personal laptops and desktops that will hit the market this fall. NVIDIA says the machines will be able to run AI assistants directly on the device, helping users find files and complete tasks with more privacy and security. This is the 94th day of paralysis in the Strait of Hormuz, but some traders appear cautiously optimistic. The head of the International Maritime Organization says the industry is prioritizing safety. Few shipping executives seem willing to chance voyages through the strait while the U.S.-Iran war continues. WTI crude oil is fluctuating around $90 a barrel, and Brent crude is just a few dollars higher. In health headlines now, a new experimental drug is generating hope for patients facing one of the deadliest cancers. Researchers say there is a daily pill and it nearly doubled survival rates for patients with advanced pancreatic cancer in a late-stage clinical trial. Patients saw an increased survival rate at 13.2 months compared with 6.7 months for just those with chemotherapy. The drug is still under FDA review, but some eligible patients can get the medication through an expanded access program. The FDA just approved the first oral antiviral medication designed to help prevent COVID-19 after exposure to an infected person. The 5-day pill regimen is approved for people 12 and older. The drug maker says the treatment works by blocking viral replication before symptoms develop. During trials, the drug reduced the risk of developing symptomatic COVID by 67%. Talking sports this morning, Yakima's official FIFA World Cup fan zone released its watch party lineup. 4 free events will be held at the Sozo Sports Complex, featuring matchups between Mexico and South Korea on June 18th, Team USA and Australia on June 19th, Mexico and the Czech Republic on June 24th, and Team USA taking on Turkey on June 25th. Organizers say each event will include food trucks, family activities, a beer garden, and World Cup themed giveaways. Time for what's trending now. If you have been looking for an excuse to log off early, you may have found it. Today is National Leave the Office Early Day. I'm out. That's it. Yeah. Bye, folks. No.
Don't have to tell me twice. No, the observance was created as a reminder for workers to take time for themselves, as about 1/3 of Americans work more than 40 hours a week, with some juggling multiple jobs or long hours.
Yeah, supporters say stepping away from the desk can help people recharge and spend more time with family and friends. So if you can, consider taking a walk, reading a book, or even squeezing in a nap. Just don't get yourself in any trouble. Don't want to give bad advice.
Definitely not. And just don't tell your boss we said so. But then again, maybe they'll be dipping out a little bit early too.
Oh yeah, you could take your lead there. Watch the boss, watch the managers, see what they're up to today. Do they know? Maybe drop the hint like, hey, today's National Leave Work Early.
Yeah, a little bit later today, I'm going to be talking to my news director, Aaron. I'm going to, hey, look over there. And I'm going to slip out the back door.
Yeah, Aaron, do you know? Because it's about log off time. Yeah. Speaking of which, it is 5:58 in the morning. I don't think we get to skip out just yet. Still ahead, a project the Kennewick City Council is calling a top priority. What's also included in the city's long-term plans, plus the new executive order from Governor Bob Ferguson that's helping women in the workplace dealing with a condition that is